So that's our first, family drama update.
Yep.
And our second one is an update on Kate Middleton because listen, we released our podcast
Correct.
and then everything spurred into motion from there. I
Mhm.
I do take full credit for that grainy ass photo.
We are the reason. We said receipts, timelines.
We had it all. And so literally the day after our last mess magnets, a extremely grainy paparazzi photo of allegedly Kate Middleton in the car with her
Yep.
mom, and she's not looking quite herself. People are noticing, "Oh, where's her mole? Where what's this? Oh, her face looks different." And yes, the boring explanation is that she's swollen because she had surgery or some other medical treatment. But the fun
Mhm.
explanation is that it's not actually Kate. Maybe it's Pippa. Maybe it's a mannequin.
But I know it's giving very Weekend at Bernie's. But also, I will say the funniest piece there's two. So
Yes.
one is that I subscribe that it might be Pippa, it might be AI, whatever. And mom is not wearing sunglasses, but Kate is. And Kate doesn't have any sun on her face, but mom does.
Mhm.
And then there's allegedly a fifth wheel at the bottom on if you're looking behind the driver's side or under the driver's side,
Mhm.
which can very easily be denoted away to it's a tree. Actually, it's not a wheel, which is 99.9% the truth, but I don't trust anybody.
I don't trust anybody. None of
Then,
it.
but then it gets better
Yes.
because also folks were like, the grain is a lie. That it's actually not grainy, and they added that in post as well. And why was it that an American, an American, I'm really trying to figure out a nice way to say it, but a gossip paper was
Yeah.
able to release it and not the Royal Rhoda? All very weird
Yeah,
situation.
which that I mean, honestly makes me think of it as more real that the royals didn't want us to see it. But I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know. It's weird. It's a strange situation. It truly looks like it's from 1997, the photo. It does not look like it was taken on any modern camera or cell phone.
Yeah, meanwhile, we have literally pictures of Pluto.
Right?
Make it
Like
make
the picture looks like it was taken on a Motorola Razor.
It was taken on a potato. Okay, that would make more sense.
But so in addition to that,
Mhm.
Kensington Palace also finally made another announcement that was like, "We're not giving you updates unless it's a substantial." Did we talk about that in our last pod? I can't
Yeah, yeah.
remember.
Yeah, that was the last thing we got
Right, right,
from
right. So that
them.
was the last thing before.
Mhm.
Sorry. I got the
No,
timeline
you're
wrong
fine.
because my brain is bad.
Please,
And
how
so
dare
then
you?
everyone's just been talking it's been blowing up more and more and more on
Mhm.
Twitter. Like literally, the minute I'm getting DMs from Colin Stone, who used to have a Survivor podcast, but now they never podcast anymore, about what's going on with Kate Middleton. I'm like, oh, it's universal. Every single person on the planet cares about this right now.
No, literally, I think people that don't like to know anything about the royals are sucked in because they're like, "No, but what do you mean this is Photoshop and AI?" So, of course, everyone's in on it. Everyone's stressed the hell out. So, of course, there's the Mother's Day in the UK
Yes.
and a photo is released.
And Kate, there's so many things about this photo.
Please.
Sasha and I, for the last several days, have just been DMing back and forth different tweets about the photo and different things that are wrong with it. And so it's a photo of her with Prince Louis, Prince George, and Princess Charlotte,
Mhm.
allegedly taken by Prince William at Windsor, quote, earlier this week. And no, it's not. So the
And you've
sleuth
seen the photo, right? I feel like there's no
I mean, I
who
think
is listening to this podcast that isn't,
the
hasn't
photo
listened.
is
You
the
gotta look
cover
it up.
art of this podcast,
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
be
yeah.
clear.
That's true. Look, if you haven't seen it, there you go.
And so there's a lot of things wrong with this photo. Oh, that's the other thing too. I feel like the Swifties have finally gotten fully on
Yeah.
board with this. And so it's like they will investigate every
Mhm.
single little thing, and they will find what is, like,
Correct.
whatever they want. And so, okay, there's a number of things wrong with the photo. First of all is the reflections
Mhm.
are all messed up. There's, like, the windows and doors behind them
Yeah.
look really weird, and that's also pro tip for anyone trying to determine if something is AI or if something is
Mhm.
real. If the windows and doors look weird, that like, most AI cannot do windows and doors well. It
Yeah.
just
And
can't.
hands.
And hands, yes, but if it's, like, a room or whatever, the windows
Yeah,
and
of
doors will tell
course.
you. And, yeah, it can't seem to do hands or, like, anything. Um, ad as well, people have put together that the sweater Kate is wearing, they've picked out exactly which one it is. In the
Mhm.
photo, it's a black sweater, but that model of sweater was never made in the color black, so they know
Yeah,
they changed the color.
it's only made in cream or white.
Mhm. So
And if folks are like, this is stupid, like, she can be in she's a royal, things could be made for her, blah, 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 blah. No. Okay, there is a literal website dedicated to her every single look that she's put out. So and it catalogs where and what each
mhm.
outfit and each piece
And
is from.
it's also like the royals face a lot of scrutiny if their wardrobes are deemed to be, like, too expensive.
Correct.
So for her to get a custom one of a kind sweater,
Mhm.
it's an everyday sweater, it's not even for an event or something, I just don't think that that would be allowed, or if it was allowed, they wouldn't want the public to see it.
Correct.
Also, like, the cuff on Charlotte's sweater looks really weird. Her skirt, it looks like it's just glued on in, like,
Mhm.
Snapchat, not even Photoshop. Um, the kids' hands look weird. Kate's hands are around the children look weird.
So here's the thing. Let's talk about the hands because that
Yes.
is my favorite tweet. So basically, folks are like, "Oh, her hands look weird. Her hands look weird." Fine, right? Like it is what it is. She's been through major surgery. Maybe her hands are, you know, messy,
Mhm.
right? Or something's wrong. Well, guess what, babes? There's been another tweet and another headlines where folks have been calling out Kate's hands that they are crazy like aerially the same size like her fingers, and that picture is from her like walking around, out
Yes.
in the world. Okay, like that is you're not a paparazzi, but like someone else and publication has taken that picture. So now compare that with this picture where the hands are not the same, or the fingers, sorry, are not the same length. And then there is no ring on the finger.
Yeah, no ring.
So if you go through the struggles, right, of photoshopping all of this stuff, why aren't we just photoshopping the ring? It makes no
Exactly.
sense.
It's
It makes no
so
sense.
it's literally so bizarre, and also, I've never seen these 3 children smile like this before. It looks like, the
Mhm.
TikTok filter where it makes everyone's mouth
Yep.
really wide? It
Yep,
literally looks
yep.
like that.
Yeah, they're like or they could be just threatening the kids. We don't know. But either way, that's very alleged. And here's the thing. Fashion girlies, TikTok girlies have figured it out for us. So, turns out every single one of these outfits, like you said,
Mhm.
has been worn and on one day in November when they were going to a charity function. So the sweater, Charlotte's picture, she has a red cardigan on,
Mhm.
and but underneath that she has a sweater. And that sweater is the same as what she wore that day with the same tights and shoes.
And okay, but I need to once again just emphasize how bad Charlotte's
Correct.
skirt is photoshopped, because I think that's the most obvious wrong thing in
Yeah.
the whole thing. Because if you look at the top left corner of the skirt where it would be, like, on her right hip,
Mhm.
it's a straight line. Like, they just pasted it on, like, those, like
Yeah.
what were those, like, dolls that we would edit as, like,
Oh,
teenagers,
I have
as
no idea.
millennials? Like, do you know what I mean? Where it would be, like, those, like,
Yes, but
quote,
I can't remember
dolls
the
with, like
name, but
I can't
yes.
remember what they're called, but, like,
Mhm.
they're though
Yeah,
it
yeah,
looks
yeah.
exactly like that. The girls who know.
Yeah, and another thing is then this is the future king, right, George?
Mhm.
His outfit is also colorized because it's the same plaid collared shirt
Mhm.
with the sweater, and again, just a different color. And the same thing with Kate's sweater and Kate's shoes. So they didn't change Kate's shoes, and I refuse to believe she's gonna wear the same shoes. Like, no, ain't no way. So, and then, folks weren't 100% sure, about Louis, so that's
Yeah.
why, like, we're not gonna
Well, he's
comment on it
hidden.
either.
He's behind Kate most like, you can
No,
hardly see
that's
anything,
no, that's
so
George.
oh,
Louis is the
frick.
little one.
God damn it.
Yeah.
You're right.
So yeah, so that's what we don't know. So we won't comment about his outfit. But the thing is, at least the three of them, we have like we have video proof of them wearing literally the same outfit in
Yeah.
different colors. And for all you haters that are like, so you can't own things in different colors. Well, we just told you that
Like,
Kate's
it
sweater
wasn't
literally
made in
doesn't
those
come in that
colors.
color. And then why is Charlotte wearing a skirt like that is looks like it's glued onto her?
Yeah, it's just it's so egregiously Photoshop slash AI gener I don't know, it could be both,
Yeah.
that it just doesn't it defies any logic that any credible news source was willing to post this photo in the first
Yep.
place, in my opinion, because it was so like, I am not good at noticing Photoshop. I really only
Yeah, me
notice when,
either.
like, the Kardashians, like, bend the wall behind
Yeah,
themselves
correct.
or, like, this. And this is, like, they have worse Photoshop than the damn Kardashians. This is the monarchy. Huh?
So here's the thing, everyone, because turns out when the AP
Oh,
and
wait,
other new
did we
go
talk
ahead.
about the tweet? Kate that they said Kate photoshopped it?
Well, that's after. So first, all the photos get
Right.
redacted. And so the AP, and all these reputable, right? Like people that are middle, of the,
Mhm.
spectrum when it comes to politics, right? Like websites that you're like, this is going to be unbiased info, have now decided to do a kill. And they decided to kill
Mhm.
the picture because it is so badly photoshopped. And again, I just kept seeing folks being like, "Oh, but when the Kardashians do it, it's okay, and when this person does it, it's okay." And guess what? Not all kids are going to face the camera at the same time. Guess what, geniuses? They know all of that. And there is a certain level that they allow, but they
Mhm.
asked for the original to be given to them so that they can just verify that this is not an AI generate or, whatever, a
Yeah.
crazy Photoshop, but that this was actually taken and then maybe you just change the colors, right? Or whatever. But they refuse to give the original raw file. And now people are really in a tizzy that, she has complete, what's going on. And her face anyway doesn't look the same, right? From the
Mhm.
car picture to this one.
Yeah, well, and yeah, some people are saying that the face, it looks like it's from the Vogue cover
Mhm.
shoot that Kate did, which, like, I don't know how much water that holds because it's like, it is her
Yeah.
face, right? That she's gonna
And her
look
hair.
similar from picture to
Exactly.
picture, but, um, yeah, so it gets killed, and then at
Then the
Kensington
next
Royal,
day, yeah.
yeah, they decide to tweet, "Like many amateur photographers, I do occasionally experiment with editing. I wanted to express my apologies for any confusion the family photograph we shared yesterday caused. I hope everyone celebrating had a very happy Mother's Day. See." So they're saying Kate did the Photoshop, and I'm sorry. If she just dabbled with Photoshop, they would be able to release the raw photo.
That's what I'm saying. It's bullshit because like I said, it is not just about the sweater. It is not just about Photoshop. It is not. It's the fact that they refuse to give us the raw photo. They said Prince William has taken the photo. And now, apparently, after Prince William has taken this lady who's a literal royal had to step back from royal duties because she's recovering, is now
Well,
sitting on her laptop
maybe she
doing
stepped
Photoshop.
back from royal duties because Photoshop is her passion, Sasha.
True, true. Graphic design is her
But
passion.
it's just it's so ridiculous, and it
Like,
just
this is not a little Facetune. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
exactly.
Like,
This
get
is
out of
not
here.
this is not, "Oh, taking the face from the kids in each photo so that everyone's looking at the camera." This is, like, scrapbooking.
Literally. Okay, and there's no Chrisleys in sight. So why are y'all scrapbooking? But
And
I can't.
okay, then this is where we got another photo of Will in the car, allegedly with Kate.
Oh, but this is where when I tell you I have gone off the cliff of conspiracy theory. Like, there's no pulling me back.
And this one, people were also saying it looks edited, right?
Yes. So basically, this picture is them side profiled in a car. Prince William, bear with me here because this is bullshit. Prince William and Camilla were going to an event together, and Prince Charles, or oh my god, not Prince, King, whatever. Charles sends a video to this event, right? Saying sorry, couldn't be there, whatever. William is riding in the same car as Catherine, apparently. And Catherine, because they're carpooling, they save the earth, save the turtles, whatever. They are apparently riding together, but Kate is going to a private appointment. Meanwhile, Will is going here. Okay, we're meant to believe that because again, royals' time can be spent carpooling, but it's fine. Sure, they're trying, taxpayer money, all that. So maybe now you're like, we'll get video of them waving as they go to their private appointment. No, baby. What we see is the side, barely. We see the ear of Kate.
Yeah.
Allegedly, it's Kate. And then there's a brick wall. I think it's a Range Rover or whatever.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like one of the Rovers that they're sitting in. And you can tell the car, again, they've added that dumbass grain to it. And you see everything, but the brick that's on the outside of the photo does not match what you see in the car.
And, Kate, is it just, like, the size of the bricks or just doesn't line up?
The color, it doesn't line up. It's just very
The only
weird.
the only thing I can think as, like, a reasonable explanation
Yeah.
besides Photoshop or AI
Mhm.
is that I mean, that car for sure has bulletproof windows
Of
and tinted
course.
windows, so that could be skewing how it looks through a camera, maybe, but this is just me trying to look for, like, a logical explanation for why the photo looks so weird.
Yep. And that's what I'm saying. It's very much possible. That's fine, but I can't. I'm too far gone.
No, and this is where as well, The Independent wrote an article, "Who is Lady Rose Hanbury, the Marchioness of Chumley?"
Y'all, first of all, these words should not be together because
No,
they
but
don't understand what that means.
and it's also, like, especially for people that have never read, like, a Regency novel or aren't familiar
Correct.
with, like, how things are set in England, I would like you to look at how Marchioness of Chumley is spelled because I think a lot of people
No, I actually have it spelled like phonetically written so that if I needed to say it.
I literally watched a YouTube video today to confirm I knew.
Yeah. No, I heard myself on I heard Google say it to
Yeah.
me. And I was like, "Oh, that's how you spell Chumley?" Because I've heard Chumley before.
Mhm.
But anyway,
It's
whatever.
it's another Worcestershire situation.
Yes. But yeah, and I'm looking again at this and the bricks look so oddly colored and spaced out.
Yeah, it's weird. And it's okay, so the reason why I already brought up the Rose Hambury thing is because if
Yes,
you look at
sorry.
Rose's face, she has a little, like, bump next to her mouth, like, I don't know, it
Mhm.
could just be a normal bump on her face, it could be a cyst, I don't know what it is. She has a bump, a very distinct bump
Yep.
to the right side of her mouth. And then you look in the car, and the only thing you can tell about the woman's face who's in the car with William is that there's a little bump right there on her face. Kate doesn't have a bump on her face. She has, like, a mole, but not right there.
Well, we don't even see the mole in there.
Yeah, the
It's
mole, you know
yeah.
what? Maybe the mole's been cut off. We don't know.
Mhm.
But so then everyone's like, "Oh my god, is the Royal Rota soft launching William's Mistress? Because Lady Rose Hambury, the Marchioness of Cholmondeley, is the reason why we have we've referenced it on this podcast before. Prince
Yes.
William is called the Prince of Pegging.
Oh, no, you said it. You
I
said
said
it.
it.
It's true because and that's the thing, y'all, because why is the Independent posting an article saying, "Who is Lady why?" Right? That is so random, and she's married to someone that is so much older than her. It's so and
Yeah,
they live, like, right next to Windsor.
they're neighbors. She married a extremely older man. She used to be best friends with Kate, but they haven't
Yep,
been friends in years because of, again, aforementioned pegging activities.
correct.
Um, so people are like, "What the hell?" And then you sent me the tweet that I found the
Uh-huh.
most interesting that was like, "Y'all, they're not soft launching the
Yep.
Mistress. The British media is, like, threatening them because of the horrible photo from Mother's Day."
Yeah, I think the British media is like, "No, y'all not gonna leave us out of anything because remember, we have tea on you and we can quickly turn."
Yeah, that's the thing that's so wild about all of this because,
Mhm.
like, the Royal Rota and the, UK tabloids have a lot of photos and a lot of information and a lot of stories that have been squashed over the years, and what we know for, as close to certain as we can from all of the, Prince Harry and Meghan, documentaries, books,
Yep.
etcetera, is that that information gets squashed at a cost, and if you are not playing ball with the British tabloids anymore, like, it's curtains for you.
Yep. My favorite was people were like when Kate or whoever tweeted and said like it's the Photoshop tweet and it says like C. They were saying C is for Camilla because Camilla
Well,
stayed dragging these people.
that's the whole thing too, where, like, her name is Catherine, and it's Catherine with a C, and then there was pressure from Charles and Camilla that she had to be, you
Kate.
know, Kate
Yep.
with a K because they didn't want anyone else to have seen it. Like, it's a whole, like, these are the leaders of a previously powerful nation, and they mm, not a lot going on.
Just horror.
Just
Just full
wild.
horror.
And so CNN also posted that they are now looking into all
Yep.
photos they've ever been submitted by Kensington Palace to look for manipulation. So maybe other, former photos will also get killed, though I can't think of any photos that are so egregious as this one.
Yeah, and honestly, it doesn't matter because like there's probably videos to go with it
Mhm.
anyway. This is just because we haven't seen her in so long
It
that,
really
and
is.
now that they're going so hard. There was also a story floating around, which again, I have not dug into, so I'm not gonna like, we're not gonna go deep into it. But people were also saying that maybe she took the kids and ran because she didn't want the kids to, or George to go to a certain school. So, it could be that because the kids haven't been seen either.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Yup. Isn't that crazy? So, yeah, there was, like, some dissension about that, we'll just say. Um, so, yeah. And that was also, again, around December that all this stuff kept coming out about his school, that they have picked his secondary school or his secondary school, as they'd say. So, with that also the Mirror has turned
Yes.
on Will and Kate.
Yeah, so, like, this is what's wild. They posted an article, um, today about
Yeah.
how Meghan Markle is reaching out to Kate Middleton via back channels amid the photo scandal.
They'll
Um,
leak that. Megan, stand up.
yeah,
This is too early to quit and to give in. Don't do it.
I think it's just another example of, like, Meghan wants to look like the good guy, you
Yeah.
know? And so they're trying to see she's trying to get on better terms with Kate. I have to imagine that this is because they think that Kate is and, like, William are leaving each other.
Yeah.
Or maybe Meghan is really being a girl's girl and she wants to just find out where Kate is so she could tell us all, you know? You never know.
I doubt it. I am impossible, unfortunately.
And yeah, and so it's also just like Meghan may not like being on the brunt of negative press, but she's very familiar with it. She could definitely help the Princess of
Mhm.
Wales out. And so that's coming out. I feel like that's a very pro Meghan article. And
Yes.
then there's also an article that was posted again today, called How Harry and Meghan Handled Their Photoshop Scandal and Kate Middleton Should Take Note. And so
Mhm.
that article is going back to Meghan and Harry's 2019 Christmas card, um, because Meghan was accused of editing the picture to make her face look clearer because
Yeah.
Harry's face was kind of blurry, but
But it's
her face was
known
beautiful.
that the media edited it to look like that.
Yeah, but she got accused of it, and
Yeah.
then I think like, they just, like, posted the original photo and were
Yeah.
like, "Deal with it." And so they're like, "Well, Kate should be more like Meghan and post the original photo."
Just horrendous. So with that, yeah, that is your update. And we are in hell. And I hope you are too.
Period.
Because this shit is crazy.
So yeah, that's what's going on with the royals again. We've turned into Kate Watch
Yeah.
2024.
Podcast. I love it. We should rename the podcast at this point.
Put it under, is there, like, a specific royals category we
Yeah,
could be
that's what I'm
under?
saying.
Like,
Can we go under there? Oh
let's
my god,
get
can you
them.
imagine how we the amount of hate we get?
Yeah, no, we are not, qualified to be qualified as a royals
We just
podcast.
love gossip.
Yeah, we love mess, we love gossip. We're royals extremely light, so
Correct. So yeah, with that, that is our current update.
yes.
And listen, I know there will be more because ain't no way. Ain't no way.